If you watch many YouTube videos, then you'll see almost every woodworker seems to use Titebond II to glue up their projects. But frankly, I've never used it before. In all honesty, on the majority of my projects, I tend to use cheap bulk buy PVA wood glue, and I haven't had a glue joint fail on me yet. So is it all just hype, or is there something to be said for splashing out on more expensive glue brands? Keep watching, as I'm going to do a test on a bunch of different glues with some shocking results, which might just surprise you. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow. Firstly, let me show you the types of glues that I'm going to be using here. Titebond II, widely regarded as the best wood glue. Gorilla Glue, usually people's second suggestion when it comes to wood glue. Wickes home brand. For my overseas viewers, Wickes is just one of our big box stores here in the UK. What I'm going to call Big Red. This one I've found in my cupboard and I haven't used it for years. And finally, I thought I'd throw a curveball at you. Thought I'd just try your standard CA glue or super glue. It's not technically a wood glue, but for certain applications, it could be perfectly fine. So it'd be interesting to see the result. What I'm going to do is take a standard 2x4. I've cut it down to the same size for each piece. I'm gluing the edge grain to the end grain, which is a standard glue joint that you'll find in your workshop. I'm then going to apply some weight to these joints and see when they fail. Now this might shock you, but I'm not a scientist. This is going to be done under usual workshop conditions, not scientific conditions, but hopefully that'll be okay. And here we go. These are all the different glues being applied to the end grain joints in very much the same way. I'm going to be using 2 kilos, 4 kilos, 5 kilos and 8 kilos. Well, that's 4 pounds, 9 pounds, 11 pounds and 24 pound dumbbells to stack the weight on top. Let's give it a go. So first up, Titebond II. So I'm going to start just by the light weights and I'm going to work my way through, getting heavier and heavier, keeping adding on the weights all the way through. I'm going to skip ahead on a lot of these, so don't worry, you're not going to get drawn into every single little bit. Soon found out that I needed to zoom out because I ran out of space, which is fantastic, and I just kept stacking these up. Hey! And there we go, Titebond II broke at 26 kilograms or 57 pounds, and you can see the wood failed before the glue did. On to Gorilla Glue, and we join at the 26 pound mark, and it's holding strong. So we're going to add a couple more kilograms, which is 28 or 61 pounds. The challenge I found when I got to this kind of level was more about balancing the dumbbells rather than anything else. 30 kilograms, 66 pounds. 31 kilograms, 68 pounds. Need another bit of zooming out. And 33 kilograms, 73 pounds. Is that holding strong? Oh. Hey! 33 kilograms, 73 pounds, and clearly the wood fibres failed before the glue did. Nice work, Gorilla. Wickes, big box store one. Let's see how it goes. On 16 kilograms right here, which is 35 pounds. Another 2 kilograms brings it up to 18 or 40 pounds. Oh, and there we go, there we go. Glue seemed to fail a lot more than the wood on that one. So not a great job there, Wickes own brand, unfortunately. Here's Big Red. We join at 18 kilograms, so that's where the Wickes one failed. 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. 21 kilograms, 46 pounds, and there we go, it's failed again. And that's clearly the glue joint rather than the wood again on this one. So the cheaper ones, not doing great. Here's the one I really wanted to try, CA glue. Now I laid this on pretty thick to be fair, so we'll see how it holds up. We joined at 18 kilograms, which is where the Wickes one broke. We moved up to 26 kilograms, which is where Titebond II broke. We're on 31 kilograms, 68 pounds. Is it going to balance? It balances, it holds. This is the tie with the Gorilla Glue. $33 kilograms. There we go, is it going? There's a crack. No. It's holding. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow. In line with the Gorilla Glue. Who'd have thought it? And look, pretty clear that the wood broke on that. Yes, there's maybe not as many fibres come off as some of the others, but good show, CA glue. I'm very impressed with that. Here's the results. Gorilla first, CA second, Titebond third, and then the cheaper ones coming fourth and fifth. What a result. I think I'm going to give the winner to the Gorilla Glue purely because it didn't need as much adding to it, and it is a proper wood glue, so it will probably last a lot longer. But the CA glue, What a beast! Definitely worth bearing that in mind if you're doing small pieces that don't need a lot of strength, or you're in a pinch and only have some CA glue to hand. The Titebond, a little bit disappointing to be honest. I'd definitely go for the Gorilla over the Titebond each time. These cheaper ones, I think they have their place, and their place is more when you're doing face grain to face grain, where you've got a large surface area and you're applying a lot of glue, such as on a tabletop or something like that. I think that's when they'll be absolutely fine. But if I'm doing something that needs a little bit of strength or is an end grain glue up, I'm going to go to Gorilla Glue from now on. And let's give a little shout out to these clamps. These are part of a cheap set that I got from Amazon. I've had these for years. These are the littlest one that came with it. Those two held up really well under considerable weight. So you don't always have to spend a lot of money to get some decent clamps. Now that we've decided what kind of glue is best, you might want to use it on a project. So you're going to want to watch this video right here. If you like project videos, tool reviews, tests, that kind of thing, then you want to hit the subscribe button as well. See you next time.